South Florida is #1 in the nation in drowning and near drowning. And unfortunately, Miramar tops the list. So this is why we're really moving forward to ensure that as much as we can impact our schools, daycare centers, our parents and family members on what to do to prevent drowning.
Even if I'm fully grown, I never ever swim alone.
It's very important that you educate your children on the dangers involved with swimming alone, which is a big no-no, as well as not knowing how to swim or having safety precautions in place in the event of an emergency.
Do we ever swim by ourselves? No! I need to hear that better, Silver Shoulders. Much better. We are going to have a scenario where a mother and a child do not get along and one of them goes in the pool.
Come on, you never have time for me.
Look at me and promise me that you will never go in the pool alone. Say, I promise. I promise. Good. Right now, 911 was called. Miramar's Fire Rescue has arrived on scene and is going to transport child. Now what I want you to do is I want you to give a hand and give a nice clap for our fire rescue, for our drowning victim who's not having a very good day, for the lifeguards, and of course, as always, Lucky the Dolphin, because he always likes to celebrate.
The City of Miramar's Fire Rescue Agency responds to a number of drownings annually, and unfortunately, many of these cases don't end favorably. Drowning is something that you don't have a lot of time to correct when it does occur. That's why it's so important to have someone swim with.
Do we ever swim alone? No! Even if we're fully grown? Yeah! Should I swim alone? No! Absolutely not.
Awareness is huge. Awareness is the first step in the right direction in educating anyone.
Safety is the most important thing that we do here. Florida, it's a place where we're surrounded by water. It's very important that we all guide our children, to have a proper water safety education, because it takes 20 seconds for someone to die. I've seen a lot of people drown, and unfortunately it's because they were not given or they were not instructed to do the proper thing. We have 33 classes per section. We have a very qualified instructors. We teach all levels of swimming, from beginners, parent and talks, to adults, and we're here to help.
If you don't know how to swim, tell your mom and dad you want to learn how to take swim lessons. Swimming is so important. And I want to talk to you guys today a little bit about water safety. Does anybody have any idea what it means to be water safe?
By swimming near a lifeguard and never going to the pool or ocean alone.
We definitely want to swim by a lifeguard at all times. You want to swim with a buddy in a supervised area. What does it mean to be supervised?
Someone that watches you so you can be protected in the water.
Okay, give us an example of somebody who supervises us.
I would think a lifeguard.
We want to always be safe before we get in the water. And what are some ways that we can stay safe if we're tired in the water?
Get out of the pool.
Definitely. First thing, try to get out of the water. You can also try to relax in the water. You can try to float in the water. What can you do if you see a friend who's in the water who's having a little bit of trouble? And how can we recognize if they're having trouble? You're going to see people kind of struggling in the water. And maybe they can't even talk. So in that case, you want to alert somebody. You want to alert an adult. You want to alert a lifeguard. Be sure to shout out, help, help. Call the lifeguard. Call the parent.
One time, my brother went to the deep end of the pool and he started to drown, so I tried to save him. I tried to bring him to shore, but he tried to pull my hand down.
You don't want to jump in the water. Why is that? Because that's the job of the lifeguard. There you go. But what you can do is you can help them out a little bit, and I'm going to show you how, okay? Okay guys, the reaching assist is really as easy as this. You just want to reach out, be sure to brace yourself, put one foot forward and the other one back, and reach out.
I want to hear everyone say, reach and throw, don't go.
Reach and throw, don't go.
You can use a paddle, you can use a reaching hook. This is a life jacket. So if you're on the water, in the water, around the water, you definitely want to wear this. If you guys are at the pool, what type of things are you not supposed to do?
You're not supposed to dive.
You can dive, but you can't dive in areas that are not designated for diving.
So everybody repeat after me. Even if you're fully grown, you never ever swim alone. Okay, George and Celeste are going to demonstrate actual CPR. First thing we're going to do, call 911. Second thing we're going to do is check to see if the scene's safe. Third thing is we're going to check for a response. If there's no response, we're going to yell for help. Then we're going to check for breathing. Pay attention how they check for breathing. They're not only looking, they're listening, and they're feeling. We're looking for what? A rise and a pulse is good, but we're looking for a rise and a fall of the chest. What are we feeling for when we put our ear up against their mouth? We're feeling for what? We're feeling for a breath. We're going to get 2 slow breaths. Watch the administration. We're going to pinch the nose. We're going to deliver the breath. We're going to let the nose go. We're going to pinch the nose again. Deliver the second breath. How many breaths are we doing? How many breaths are we doing? How many breaths are we doing? Good. After the breaths, we're going to do 30 compressions. I want everyone to put your hands one on top of another. Don't hurt anybody.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Before you do anything, what number do you dial? Everybody?
Watch your kids as long as they're around any water, because that is the only way you can ensure that you're gonna prevent that child from drowning.
Please, parents, bring your children. We have a very nice program. We guarantee our work. And the most important thing is that, any decision you make now can save your children's life and anybody else's lives.